our New Year celebration is incomplete. Thanks for facing all the challenges with courage. Your
First, the top news headlines. MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan attacks Secretariat for Development work delay. India will soon start world's largest vaccination drive, says Prime Minister Modi. India reports 16,504 fresh COVID-19 cases in past 24 hours, Delhi at 1.303 crore. Good afternoon, welcome to Times of Manipuri Television News Today at 1 p.m. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. This is Loving Rimai giving you the latest news update. Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan today lashed out at the Manipur Secretariat for delaying progress of developmental works, especially the Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. Dr. Ranjan was participating in the opening ceremony of a 5-day training program on value addition to fruits, vegetables and spices skill development at ICM Lamphilpat today. The program is organized by CSIR, Central Food Technological Research Institute under Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, and sponsored by Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, APEDA. Prominent scientists of CSIR, CFTRI from across the country will train the participants, numbering about 45. Dr. R.K. Ranjan also said that Manipur can produce Ayurvedic medicines since the state has abundant natural resources which can be leveraged to generate income and employment.
Thabuk tungningiba mayamse sarkargi job thidana masiki training si phangakanda akhoi Central Food Technology Research Institute Mysore CSIR amasung Agricultural Processed Food Product Export Development Authority sina akhoi yamna enthusiastic leiba trainers singdagi khangatlaga maduda guideline plus subsidy plus equipment support asipiraga akhoi Manipur ki product se excel tawnaba honaba yalhanba step ni I think see the success already next asu akoida amukasu bogi authority da haijeraga koi gi narol singse koi gi product da based wa industry tholnaba se akoi leimako phajam phawidana sumaina excel tawba yaba koi gi product da gi puthongnabagi attempt ni.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said India is on the threshold of starting the largest vaccination program in the world, a day after the country formally approved the emergency use of 2 vaccines against the coronavirus disease. While addressing the National Meteorology Conclave via video conferencing, Prime Minister Modi said the entire country is indebted to all scientists and technicians. According to media reports, Prime Minister Modi also dedicated the National Atomic Timescale and Bharatiya Nirdeshak Dravya to the nation and laid the foundation stone of the National Environmental Standards Laboratory. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan was also present on the occasion. India added 16,504 coronavirus infections in the past 24 hours, placing its overall number at 1.03 crore cases, the Health Ministry's data showed. The number of fresh infections is 9% lower than yesterday. In this period, India reported 214 deaths linked to the virus, taking the total number of fatalities to 1,49,649. Meanwhile, India's drugs regulator yesterday approved Oxford COVID-19 vaccine Covishield, manufactured by the Serum Institute, an indigenously developed co-vaccine of Bharat Biotech for restricted emergency use in the country, paving the way for a massive inoculation drive. The approval by the Drugs Controller General of India, DCGI, was given the basis of recommendations submitted by COVID-19 Subject Expert Committee, SEC, of the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization. India will not allow the export of the Oxford University AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine for several months, the head of Serum Institute of India, which has been contracted to make 1 billion doses of the vaccine for developing nations. With rich nations reserving most of the vaccine that will be made this year, Serum Institute, the world's largest vaccine manufacturer, is likely to make most of the inoculations for developing countries, media reports said. The ban on exports, however, means that poorer nations will probably have to wait a few months before receiving their first shots. The vaccine was granted emergency authorization by the Indian regulator yesterday, but on the condition that Serum Institute does not export the shots to ensure that vulnerable populations in India are protected. With 37 new COVID-19 cases recorded in Manipur in the last 24 hours, the total tally has climbed to 28,281. The fresh cases are from Imphal West, Imphal East, Taubal, Bishnupur, Kokching, Tamenglong, Kangpokpi and Churachandpur districts. All are locals who do not have any significant travel history. A 65-year-old woman from Imphal West died of the respiratory disease at RIMS Hospital in the same period, pushing the death toll to 358. The cumulative number of active cases is 1,108, while the recovery cases are 26,815. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Australia tour on Sony.
Live.
Australia tour on Sony.
Yes, live it is.
Watch Australia versus India live. 4 tests. 17th December to 19th January. Only on Sony Sports Channels.
Iramdam asidasu anauba oina world class machine sizinaduna 20 steps refining eye testing facility fanghanjari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Khurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinchit Road, Imphal East.
Adomgidamakta khudongchaba asi pijari. Adomgi mit lemna test tawjari amasung adomgi chanaba chunaba lens sing amadi frame singda chada kun fawgi discount pijari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Khurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinchit Road, Imphal East.
Admission is going on at Private Sports Academy Guwahati and Ano Football Club Guwahati. Foreign coaches will train students at the academy. Hygienic food and hostel facilities will be available at the academy, integrated with education. Those who want admission for under 13, under 15 and under 18 can contact the Academy Managing Director. Our contact number is 602-670-9279 or 7005-235-638.
Khanghanjaba Lamjingba Finance tagi loan lobikhiba loni singna thidoktana leiriba due EMI sing athuba matamda thidokpinaba khanghanjari. Matam chan EMI sing asi thidokpiduna miyamgi thogal matolomna tawna honajabada mateng pangbiyu. Khanghanjariba Lamjingba Finance, Nagamapal Rims Road, Imphal amadi Uripok Branch, Imphal.
Welcome back. Social worker from Kwokta Municipal Council Ward Number 5, Abdul Barik, alleged partially and blacktopping of roads in Kwokta Municipal Council area. Barik claimed that nepotism and favoritism in the development work is visible. Barik added that the work includes construction of permanent drainage system in the ward. He said the Ward Number 5 remains neglected. Assam government distributed scooty to 15,000 girl students under Dr. Banikanta Kakoti Award. They got through Higher Secondary Examination 2020 in the first division. The award is part of Pragyan Bharati scheme. Assam Education Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma said that the scheme was introduced to encourage parents to engross in their children's education. Notably, the scheme was implemented in 2018-2019 with a budget of Rs 144 crore. Indian Air Force helicopters yesterday resumed Bombay bucket operations to douse the fire in Zuko Valley. 4 Mi-17 helicopters have been deployed at Dimapur and Ragan Pahar for the task. On Saturday last, 60 personnel of the National Disaster Response Force (NDRF) were deployed to attempt extinguishing the fire. On Friday, authorities had deployed an Indian Air Force Mi-17 V5 helicopter for the firefighting mission at the Zuko Valley, along with a C-130J Hercules aircraft, which airlifted 9 tons load with 48 NDRF personnel from Guwahati to Dimapur. Media reports say that the wildfire at the eastern side of Zuko Valley is under control. However, the southern side is yet to be brought under control. The Isak Muiva faction of the National Socialist Council of Nagaland (NSCN-IM) has refuted a January 1 report on nabbing an overground worker of the outfit. Assam Rifles yesterday tweeted that the Assam Rifles troops in Nagaland apprehended an overground worker of NSCN-IM from General Area Puktung village on district on January 1 and recovered 1.32 mm pistol and 5 live rounds from his possession. However, the government of the People's Republic of Nagaland, the Ministry of Information and Publicity, in a statement say that they have nothing to do with the apprehended person and have no link whatsoever. However, the Assam Rifles' indulgence in such a game plan to put NSCN in a bad light is nothing new, it added. The statement also added that the Assam Rifles should stop forthwith to link any antisocial element apprehended with NSCN. Let's take another short break. Stay tuned.
Now, enjoy 20% extra on Kangla Popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla Rings.
Kangla.
Tom Cable ki subscriber sing the Khangan Jari Madudi subscriber sing na channel Suna Amadi Ayat Apan Yaudani Yangbinaba recharge Tawio. Pizariba package sing the basic package ta Lupa Chani Amadi Atopa package sing da Lupa Chahum Yankai Chamri Amadi Chamri Yankai Pijari. Recharge Taunabagidama Makada Pijariba Kutang Ahum Asidagi Kanbiu. Ahan Bada online recharge. Online the recharge Taunabagidama TOMTV.co.in the Changbiduna Yamna Live process ta recharge Tawio. Anisubada distributor recharge. Isa ki distributor sing da monthly subscription submit to viduna recharge tawio. Natraga ahum subada office recharge. Uripok koisnam le kai da leiba Tom TV ki office ta laktuna recharge tawio. Khanghan jariba Tom Cable Uripok koisnam le kai Imphal. Ekoi contact number 89742790999 natraga 8132089758. Akan banong lay nuksit kaya laklabasu apik panatraga achoba yum oirabasu phaglang asina pumnamak mayok na bangami yamna kalli amadi chahi kaya chatli Barak Valley gi masak oiriba akan bagi atopa maming amo oiriba Valley Strong Cement. Valley Strong, very strong.
Warm greeting from Lamjimbagu. Warm wishes on New Year to all our relatives and friends, our well-wishers, beloved staff and valuable customers who has been always the part of Lamjimba Group's incredible journey. On the occasion of New Year, Lamjimba Group is sending warm greetings to those all without whom our New Year celebration is incomplete. Thanks for facing all the challenges with courage. Your confidence turned them into success. Work with greater enthusiasm. Lamjimba Group wishes that in the coming year 2021, you work with greater zeal and strength to make the impossible possible. Step up the ladder of success by overcoming the obstacles and challenges at your work. Hope this new year 2021 brings new opportunities to you and all your beloved families. We are looking forward to serve you with better value-added services. May this new year brings a lot of opportunities for us to serve you with greater excellence. Thanks for being a part of Lamjimba Group. Wish you and your family a very happy and prosperous New Year 2021. With regards, Sanasam J.K. Singh, Chairman, Lamjimba Group, Waikom Herojit Singh, MD, Lamjimba Group, Mutum Byron Singh, Director, Lamjimba Group, Mutum Rakesh Maitei, Director, Lamjimba Group, Salam Asok Singh, Director, Lamjimba Group, Christina Koisam, HR, LMS, Tihais Ibomcha Singh, MD, Lamjimba Hospital, Loitam James, MD, Kangla Food Products, Tayengjam Amarjit, MD, Lamjimba Nidhi Limited, Sanjana Waribam, MD, Opal Credits, Bandana, MD, Lamjimba Jewelry Private Limited.
Welcome back after the break. An earthquake of magnitude 3.5 on the Richter scale hit Bandipora in Jammu and Kashmir around 10:58 a.m. today, according to the National Center for Seismology. No damage or loss of property has been reported so far. Ahead of assembly polls, Bengal police has seized at least 22 bombs from an under-construction building in Kolkata's Antali area. 4 owners of the building and the promoter were detained on Saturday, a media report said. Acting on a tip-off, Special Task Force and Kolkata police personnel raided the building on Sir Syed Ahmed Road and seized the bombs kept in 2 boxes. The bombs were defused by sleuths of the Kolkata Police's Bombs Disposal Squad. An investigation into the incident is underway. Due to the farmers' protest against the centre's agricultural reforms, routes connecting Delhi to Ghaziabad and Noida via Ghazipur and Chila borders remained partially closed today. Farmers from different states have been camping at various border points of Delhi for 40 days now to demand the appeal of the 3 farm laws enacted in September and legal backing for the minimum support price. The farmers had a difficult morning on Sunday as overnight rainfall left their tents waterlogged, firewood and blankets soaked and intensified the cold. However, the farmers have said the weather will not dampen their spirit, the media report said. They have vowed to continue the protest till their demands are met. Since the farmers arrived at the national capital's border in late November, the Delhi Traffic Police has been posting alerts on its official Twitter handle to inform commuters about road closures across the city. Britain will become the first country to roll out the low-cost and easily transportable AstraZeneca and Oxford University COVID-19 vaccine today, another step forward in the global response to the pandemic. Media reports say 6 hospitals in England will administer the first of around 530,000 doses Britain has ready. The program will be expanded to hundreds of other British sites in the coming days, and the government hopes it will deliver tens of millions of doses within months. Reports cited Health Minister Matt Hancock said this in a pivotal moment in the fight against this awful virus and hoped it provides renewed hope to everybody that the end of this pandemic is in sight. Last month, Britain became the first country to use a different vaccine produced by Pfizer and BioNTech, which has to be stored at very low temperatures. Britain has so far injected around 1 million people with it. The Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is cheaper and can be stored at fridge temperature, which makes it easier to transport and use. India approved the vaccine on Sunday for emergency use. Let's go through some of the newspaper headlines. Imphal Free Press, India approves Oxford's Covishield, Bharat Biotech's Covaxin for restricted use. I can resign for welfare of Janims but continuing as per cabinet decision, says Janims director. Manipur mail left peasant unions to launch stir against farm laws. Woman dies 38 new cases. Attack on Assam Rifles at Churachandpur. Watershed moment in India's famed battle against COVID-19, says Harsh Vardhan. Bharat Biotech vaccine could be backup for now, says AIMS chief. The People's Chronicle. India approves 2 vaccines for restricted use. COVID-19, India logs 18,177 new cases. Battle against wildfire in Nagaland, Manipur continues. 38 new cases detected, 1 dies. The Shanghai Express. COVID vaccines Covishield, Covaxin get approval. Zuko wildfire partially contained. 1 more succumbs, 38 test positive. Jammu police hand over Rohingya man to Myanmar. The headlines once again. MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan attacks Secretariat for Development work delay. India will soon start world's largest vaccination drive, says Prime Minister Modi. India reports 16,504 fresh COVID-19 cases in past 24 hours, Delhi at 1.03 crore. That is the end of the bulletin for the news today at 1 p.m. Thank you for watching.
Warm greeting from Lamjimbugu. Warm wishes on New Year